Should teens be tried as adults? Life is precious, we only live once, but what we do with it is our own choice. Most of us have been taught since a very early age that we are responsible for what we do. If we do wrong, we are punished. If we do right, we are rewarded. This type of learning kept us balanced. But what happens when teens do not obey the rules and do wrong and commit violent crimes? Teens who commit violent crimes should be tried as adults in order to prevent them from committing crime again, protecting innocent people and making them accountable for what they have done. Should they be punished like an adult? Yes, they should be punished like an adult. This will prevent them from committing future crimes. It will protect innocent people, and they will be responsible for what they have done. Most teens know right from wrong, but they choose to do wrong anyways. Some believe that they should be given a second chance, but that does not do nothing but give them a second chance to commit another crime. People are concerned with these types of crimes. If they were tried as adults, maybe they open their eyes and see what they have ahead of them if they commit that crime. We should not be afraid of living in our communities because of teens that commit violent crimes here. Today, prosecutors and citizens want these teens to be responsible for what they do. Studies show that 1 in 5 teens offenders went on to commit other crimes. A crime is a crime. Everyone who commits a crime should pay for it. According to Children's Doctor, when a teen commits a crime, they think they're not a part of the community or society. Children ages 9 and 10 already understand that there are rules in order to be part of society. When teens are not punished according to the crime, they will believe it's wrong. It's not wrong. The crime made someone suffer. In fact, crime by teens is lowered when tried as adults. What do you think? Should teens be tried as adults? Shouldn't all criminals be tried as adults in order to prevent them from committing crimes? I think so. Here are some reports. Total of teen violence is more than $158 billion per year. Healthcare costs increase in communities of teen violence. Costs come from injury and death, such as medical care and funeral expenses. Property values decrease in areas with high incidence of teen violence. Violent crimes committed by teens every year. 4,828 ages 10 through 24 were victims of homicide. 82.8% of homicides were committed with a firearm. Juveniles under 18 were responsible for 13.7% of all violent crime arrested and 22.5% of all property crime arrested. 784 were arrested for murder. 2,198 were arrested for rape. 35,001 were arrested for aggravated assault. According to online lawyer source, juvenile crime studies report that 2.3 million juveniles were arrested in 2002. 17% of all the arrests and 15 to 25% of all violent crimes. Murder accounted for 5% of violent crimes committed by juveniles, 12% for rape and 14% for robbery, and 12% for aggravated assault. In the year of 1997, juvenile crime reports 1,700 juveniles were involved in 1,400 murders that year. 130 of these murders were by female. Approximately 80% of juvenile murders involved the use of a firearm. 40% of these crimes involve 2 or more juvenile offenders. 56% of the victims in these crimes are friends of the murderer, and 34% are strangers. Probation is the most common sentence given to a juvenile criminal. 58% of all juvenile sentences involve probation punishments. How does probation make a criminal accountable for their crime? They are still out there on the streets. They are a threat to the communities. In 14% of juvenile crime cases, the court orders out of home residential placement of offenders. This means that they get to go live somewhere else. This will stop them from committing a crime again. Nehemiah Grego, 15-year-old from Albuquerque, shot his entire family in January 2013. He started with his mother, whom he shot in the head because she annoyed him. He then shot all three of his siblings and later his father when he returned home. In the summer of 2012, West Virginia, teen Shella Eddy, when 16-year-old lured her classmate and one-time best friend Skyla Neese into the woods and stabbed her to death because she did not want to be friends with her anymore. In 2009, Alyssa Bustamante, a Missouri teenager, admitted to stabbing, startling, and slitting the throat of 9-year-old neighbor Elizabeth Olten. Following with killing a 15-year-old, Bustamante wrote in her journal that was an amazing and enjoyable experience. She had always thought about what it would feel like to kill someone. After committing the violent act and describing the experience in her diary, she went to church. Shouldn't all these criminals be tried as adults?